And a welcome to everybody tuning in live on FIBA's international YouTube platform. We welcome you joining us here in Ljubljana, Slovenia. This magnificent, beautiful Balkan country now hosting the 2026 FIBA U20 EuroBasket. The final matchup here at the Stojice Arena will see Lietuva, the mighty Lithuania, take on Türkiye. Well, it has indeed been an outstanding day here in the round of 16. The winner of this game will indeed go on to face the host Slovenia tomorrow. Same place here at the Stojice Arena. Well, this epic basketball arena has seen some many great European nights, both in club continental competitions as well as internationally. Well, we've seen the likes of Luka Doncic play in this arena, both Goran and Zoran Dragic, as well as Matej Šmodić, if you want to go that far back. Well, here are the results earlier. Croatia shooting magnificently from the three-point line. They will take on France, and as mentioned, Slovenia, after their big win against Belgium, will see them take on either Lithuania or Türkiye in the quarterfinals of the 2026 FIBA U20 EuroBasket. And there's your bracket. Greece winning against Israel. Spain will take on Germany. Well, still to play now, Serbia taking on Italy in the round of 16. Well, Türkiye, of course, the national team that has its rich tradition in FIBA youth competitions, they'll be looking to try and make sure they come out with a very big performance tonight here against the Lithuanian team, who many would probably say have the very best player in this competition. Well, Türkiye know full well coming into a game like this, they've got to control the tempo early. It's relatively far distance for both teams, but I think with Türkiye, coming with only one victory so far here in the group stage, they know that this is going to be a tough challenge. Losing by 22 to France and also losing very narrowly to Italy. The only victory they have picked up was that 7-point win against Germany. Well, they do have almost 4 players averaging double figures. Cengiz Koshkun, the only player just averaging shy of 10 points per game, but Omer Kutlay will be the key player to look out for, along with Kaan Onat. Well, for Lithuania, there's one name that's making headways at the moment, and that is Mantas Uzenis. Just the impeccable performance that he put on against Poland in that 112-67 rapid win for Lithuania. It was magnificent, setting a record at the FIBA U20 EuroBasket. He finished at 46 points, 18 out of 26 from the field, knocking down 7 three-point field goals, and he had a double-double with 12 rebounds. His team as well, featuring the likes of Kavinas Satsas, as well as Armandas Bancevičius. Like I said, this Lithuanian team, a country rich in tradition in the game of basketball. Well, it's the best part of the afternoon. We're now going to stand and pay respect to the national anthems of both Lithuania and Türkiye. So we ask you kindly, if you're able to do so, to join us. A former Lithuanian NBA legend, Darius Shangalia, shaking hands with his counterpart tonight, head coach of Türkiye. Serhan Kavud, also a former player in the Turkish Basketball Super League. His career back in 2016 with Bursaspor in the second division of pro basketball in Türkiye. Well, it's that time of the evening where we must introduce four very important people. A date with destiny. Scan the QR code. And as I said, where you can get more stats, live updates, news, content, and highlights that matter to you most from the FIBA U20 EuroBasket. We're live here at the Košice Arena in beautiful Ljubljana, Slovenia. Round of 16, Lithuania taking on Türkiye. It's going to be Türkiye with the first possession. Trying to go into dribble handoff offense. Building something here from the first play of the game. That one just rattles its way in. That's one way to get off to a good start. Türkiye's defensive game plan. No doubt it's going to be on Uzenis. Same goes to Lithuania. They got to make sure they don't rely on one player to be their only scoring option. Baseline inbound coming for the Lithuanians. Looking for that first field goal. That's a great move by Dominykas Grūkas, but just losing control of it. This is good denial defense coming from Erge Akçay. There's a kick out in the corner. They'll go for a three-pointer. That one's up. It just rattles in and out. Well, Lithuania trying to say Türkiye get the last possession. That's a good box out by Yavuz Kara. Only one win so far for Türkiye, but two could get them to the quarterfinals. To do so, they're going to have to break down the intense man-to-man pressure from Lithuania. Türkiye trying to go in the paint. Good hands by the big man and getting off to a 4-0 start, and that's very good work in the paint. Excellent execution by Saleh Altunas. Lithuania trying to keep this under control. And count it, he'll go to the free throw line. It became a scramble, a tumble, but Dominykas Grūkas just able to finish inside the paint for Lithuania. It's an aggressive drive by the young 19-year-old. That's the thing with any, and I think that's the beauty of what Darius Shangali has got to work with. Well, this young man started his career at Kauno Perkūnas, starting in the U18 ranks. He's only ever represented one city in Lithuanian basketball, that's Kaunas, but he's unable to convert the three-point play. The backcourt threat is going to be very real tonight from Lithuania. Türkiye's got to possess the same style of play. Kaan Onat, penetration kicks out. Kara fires a three, this one's up, and Türkiye getting off to a very good start here in the first quarter. They've already committed 2 team fouls. Defensively, they need some more discipline. That's a good take. And another foul committed. So another trip to the free throw line. It's these backcourt penetrations that just causes so many disruptions for Türkiye's defense. So Mantas Uzenis now at the free throw line for the first time tonight here for Lithuania. He's been averaging nearly a double-double with 23 points almost and just over 9 rebounds per game. Because the opening game against Latvia, he was only 3 for 13 from the field. He had 9 points. Then 13 against Serbia. Then 18 out of 26 from the field against Poland. And that rapid victory. Well, he's off to a good start here with 2 points. Türkiye want to put the ball in the hands of Kaan Onat. Onat goes in, and it's his world already. Well, he's dictating the tempo. 4 points for Kaan Onat. Back to a 5-point lead, and wedgie moments. That's the first time we've had it today here at the Stojice Arena. It's going to be a reset of the 14 on the shot clock for Lithuania. Lithuania go for the first 3. Another good look, another offensive rebound, and the second chance points. That's going to be one factor that separates these two teams. Martinas Kančevičius. Just compare the size, the power of these two teams. Türkiye's made one already. That's a little too short. Now Lithuania wants a run. Well, the kick count, they can level things up in the corner. Every 3 they've missed so far. It almost looked like it's going in. Kaan Onat goes in with a beautiful Euro step. Seviorum indeed. I like that one. That's the penetration. Lithuania get inside the paint. Again, tough as nails finished by Martinas Kančevičius. Like I said, it's very hard to separate the size of these two teams, both of them. So much dominance inside the paint. There's the Spain stack pick and roll. They try to go for the alley-oop, but that's very well defended. Lithuania have numbers. Sharing is caring, but they're unable to finish. Oh, they should have knocked that one down. Türkiye just able to get possession back. Türkiye's got to keep finding ways to score, but time is winding down here on the shot clock. Now we're into 5. There's the penetration. Fading out of bounds. That's not going to go. The rebound picked up by Uzenis. And that's going to be a blocking foul. 4th and final team foul. Called against Türkiye before they send Lithuania to the free throw line. Foul's on Aksu. Well, if you're a neutral fan, not speaking for all the Lithuanian and Turkish fans, you would love to see this game go right down to the wire. Because we've seen some magnificent performances already today. Probably the closest game we've had today at the Stojice Arena was France's battle against Poland. Another penetration from the backcourt. That one's not going to go. No foul given. Good defense from Türkiye. Türkiye just trying to find ways to break down Lithuania's defense. Cross-court pass to goal. That's going to be into Selna. Going to keep this one alive. But they miss it from point-blank range. Both teams missing handy baskets, but Lithuania will go the length of the floor. Battling for those offensive rebounds, and the putback is good. Okavina Shatsas, excuse me. Trying to get down to a 1-point deficit. Lithuania definitely a lot more hungry when going after the offensive boards tonight. That's undeniable. The 3 goes missing in the corner. And here comes Lithuania. Looking to take the lead. Probably could have benefited with Krzyzanowskis with a flash up to the free throw line extended, but Lithuania preventing a turnover. Uzenis been on fire in the last game and gets his first 3-pointer. Well, that's a good sign from Lithuania early on. Mantas. They find themselves down by 1. Had a look at the perimeter. Again, not leaving themselves a lot of time here offensively. That's a good penetration. The bank is open and a tough move. That's going to be a potential 3-point play coming up. Excellent drive to the basket by Yaiz Aksu. Well, changes coming in as Gantas Krzyzanowskis will go to the bench. He'll take a breather. Darishan Galia. Like I said, he knew full well this game was not going to be a walk in the park. Yaiz Aksu able to convert the 3-point play here for Türkiye. He's currently a member of Manisa in the Turkish BSL. Provisional substitution, he'll go to the bench. Lithuania just trying to settle into the tempo of this game. That's one thing they've done so far well in their games. There's that pick and roll. There's a kick out to the perimeter. They'll get a wide open look. Still 3-pointless, but nobody can argue the shot selection's been great from Lithuania. The end product not quite there. Türkiye want to go for a paint entry. That's an out-of-bounds violation or a foul call. Salir Alduntas just trying to get a paint entry. So that is a second team foul against Lithuania. 4:17 left to play here in the first quarter. Alduntas trying to go for a post-up, but Türkiye's got to go to the perimeter. Backcourt's got to work here. A lot of contact goes in, unable to finish. Good defense from the Lithuanians. Now they have numbers. It's a 4-on-3. Uzenis kicks out, another 3. Another wide open look. Looks like it's going in, but just unable to finish. And this time, no problem for Kaan Onat. Kaan Onat now moving up to 8 points. The game's leading scorer so far here in the first quarter. Nice Penetration by Rudaitis. That goes out of bounds. And that's good defense by Altuntas. Well, you can see the aggressive nature from both teams really trying to defend the paint. Altuntas said, not in my house. Altuntas is going to leave the game. So Emirhan Serbes checking into the lineup here for Türkiye. Also, Ömer Kudlay, the son of the infamous Turkish legend Ibrahim Kudlay, is subbed into the game. So one of their leading scorers so far here at the U20 EuroBasket. And another rejection! Let's become the Turkish block party. Numbers here. And Lithuania repay the... Oh no, it's going to be a foul. So Ömer Kudlay will go to the free throw line. I think the officials right now are trying to keep up with this one because it is intense end-to-end basketball between both Türkiye and Lithuania. Some more subs coming in. Buika has only just subbed into the lineup. Well, what's the old saying? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Like father, like son. He's still a great player, no doubt, even if he has missed his first free throw, but his father is very well renowned for being a legend, not only in Türkiye, but in the city of Thessaloniki in Greece. Makes the second free throw. Ibrahim Kudlay, one of the greats of Turkish basketball. What a proud father he must be watching his son now representing the national team here at the U20 EuroBasket. A traveling violation. Well, Jokubas Rudaitis may have felt he got impeded on that one, but Türkiye will get it back with 3:26. A lot of pressure coming from Lithuania's backcourt. Troskun just dealing with the pressure. Türkiye want to find a paint entry. Want to go for a step back three. It's up. Very well defended, but Türkiye fighting for the offensive boards. That goes out of bounds because it hit the backboard. Amandas Bankevicius, excuse me, did have the rebound. Well, both coaches definitely rotating through the benches. Both teams definitely go very deep, and I think that's also a fortitude, not only of Darius Shangalia, but also with Serhan Kavut, the head coach of Türkiye. Still a two-possession ball game. Lithuania patiently just trying to break down Türkiye's defense. And Cevicic gives this one up. Now Bulanovis will go baseline. Well, he's going to throw this one away. It's another Lithuanian turnover. Türkiye just want to patiently build something from this offense. High ball screen coming. Yiğit Kaba. Little paint entry at the high post. Kudlay unable to finish. Lithuania don't get the numbers ahead, and they turn it over again. Head coach Shangalia not happy with what he's seen from his players thus far. Almost 2 minutes remaining here. Kudlay has to put up another tough three, and Harika basket. Incredible. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree indeed. Like father, like son. Incredible play. And Lithuania gets straight back in the paint, and a great play by Dominykas Krutkas. Look at this. This is what they say in Türkiye. Harika basket. Daddy Ibrahim, are you watching? Ömer Kudlay going to work. Five-point lead currently here to Türkiye. Lithuania's got one foul to give with under 100 seconds left. There you have it. That's the final foul to give away. I can understand Amandas Bankevicius is trying to put that, pressure man-to-man defense, but any more fouls, well, They're going to keep sending each other to the free throw line. Shotsets will leave the game. He'll take a little bit of a breather. So, Gancevic is back in the lineup here for Lithuania. Juskin. Little hesitation, goes in, he fakes out the entire defense, and what a move by Chanyiz Juskin. Well, Chanyiz, that's a good penetration. Nothing comes of it, no foul given. Türkiye lead by 7. Congestion in the transition. Another 3, in and out, can't get it. That's a good look from Türkiye, but now they have to defend Lithuania as they'll pull up for a 3 in transition. I'll repeat, I'll say it again. Every 3 that Lithuania's missed, it's been a good look. Goes in, a lot of contact, no foul given. He kind of threw himself at the transition defense. Oh, they go, can they finally get one? It's just not dropping here for the Lithuanians. And that might be the only one 3-point attempt that was contested. But Lithuania, they'll be persistent. They'll keep on going if they get open looks. And there's another foul that's going to send Ömer Kudlay to the free throw line. What Lithuania can't afford at this stage is to live and die from the 3-point line. They've got to find other ways to score. If you look at the game stats, you break this down. 14 points in the paint to Türkiye, 10 for Lithuania. Both have had good looks. It's Lithuania with more second chance points. But they haven't had anything in transition at the moment. Well, Ömer Kudlay playing for Real Madrid. Part of their academy setup. First free throw good. We can extend this to a 9-point lead. Lithuania makes them both. We get 2 for 1 here for Türkiye, but again, second missed free throw for him tonight. Almost 10 seconds difference between game and shot clock here for Lithuania. And that is a poor foul to give away by Yitkava, but it's good for Lithuania. Because it'll just send them to the free throw line. So 2 free throws coming up for the Lithuanians. It's probably the last player you want to send to the charity stripe. Well, they need Mantas Eugenis to go on that 46-point mode that he had the other night. And he misses the first free throw. Because you think about the legacy that both the Lithuanian and Turkish players have to live up to, the many greats that have featured for these national teams. And you have to love that. Anywhere Lithuania plays basketball, those fans, they'll travel. So that's going to leave 2.7 seconds difference between game and shot clock now here for Türkiye. As both Yaiz Aksu and Emirhan Serbest go to the bench. That full court pressure coming from the Lithuanians. Türkiye break it down. They want to put the ball in the hands of Ömer Kudlay. Slender difference. The high screen coming. Kano now with 8 points. Just gets around the defense and plays boomy basketball with Salih Altuntas. And that is the end of the first quarter, where Türkiye will go in with a 9-point lead heading into the second. We're live here at the Stojice Arena in Ljubljana, Slovenia. Altuntas right now having his way in the paint. We'll take a look at some of the key stats, and then we'll run down the best highlights, the best moments from the first quarter. Well, there your stats so far. Lithuania only 1 out of 8 from the 3-point line, 5 out of 12, while Türkiye much better from both inside and outside the 3-point line. 3 out of 5 both teams from the free throw line. We'll take a look at the highlights very, very soon. Welcome back, everybody, live here in Ljubljana, Slovenia for the 2026 FIBA U20 EuroBasket. Currently, as Türkiye have only won one game so far here in this competition. Right now, 2 wins would indeed take them to the quarterfinals, where if they are to win, they would meet Slovenia, but Lithuania will have something to say about that. Türkiye currently with no offensive rebounds, but they have shot 10 out of 19 from the field, just above 50%, while the Lithuanians, for offensive boards, they have had a slightly less successful time from the field, 6 out of 20. Türkiye with the first possession. Omer could lie, going to his right. Around the defense, tough play. Lithuania come up with it. Now they want to run. Well, Gurkis has been very effective for them so far here in the backcourt. What can he continue to build? Jen is feeling like he got a foul miscalled. Eugenius gets that screen. Now goes to his right, weighs up his options. Time's winding down. 9 3-point attempt. And that's only this one. No, it missed it. And the putback's missed, but finally it goes in. Martinas Kančevičius refusing to give up on that one. It's a slight advantage Lithuania's had in this game. The second chance opportunity points. 5th offensive rebound of the game. Algantis Krushnelskis may have just got a final touch he didn't want, because that would have been Lithuania ball. Sideline possession coming up for Türkiye. Well, trying to go for a kick out. Altuntaş keeps this one alive. Under a lot of pressure. Well, missing the putback. And the tip-in inadvertently going in. And I don't know if Altuntaş got the final touch. I don't think it matters at this stage. But it does put Türkiye back up by 9. The score is actually 27 to Türkiye, 18 to Lithuania. Lithuania's defense. Right now, that time not getting the better hand, but can they keep building on offense? They've made 2 threes. Not going to get this one. And that's going to be a foul given. And that's where Lithuania, that's where they're just keeping themselves in this one. And that's great work by Gabrielis Jokubauskas. So Dominykas Gurkis will go to the bench. 4 points is 2 out of 5 from the field this evening. Jokubauskas tries to try and chip into deficit. Now, he's been a part of the second-tier team of Rytas Vilnius, standing at 196 centimeters. He's a 3-stretch 4 for this team. He hasn't had any double figures so far in the games against Latvia, Serbia, and Poland. Lithuania again applying this full court pressure, but Türkiye, so far they've done a very organized, meticulous job of breaking it down. And that's going to be another foul against Lithuania. That's only their first team foul of the second quarter. But they don't want to get into too much foul trouble, that's for sure. They've also got to maintain a lot of discipline. 8-point lead still to Türkiye. Juskin gets that screen, goes to his right, a little pick and pop. 3 is up. That's a good look, but it's unable to finish by Yiğit Kaba. Lithuanians just trying to run things here in the backcourt. Jokubauskas now giving up to Eugenius. Nice backdoor play. Inside the lane. Gets rejected. Big time block. And now here comes Türkiye. Well, he swiped that one like a volleyball. Aksu now penetrates, kicks out. They'll go for another 3. This one's up, and Haydi Türkiye. A big-time 3. Now extending it to an 11-point lead. The 3 knocked down by Cengiz Juskin. Lithuania try another one. That's just not going to cut it. Oh, they save it. Out of bounds behind the back. Su looking for a handoff. Türkiye just trying to make Lithuania's defense shift and shake. Another kick out. There's a baseline penetration, a lot of contact. Got to shoot this now. It's going to be a traveling violation. Well, he'll be very happy with his team start in this game. Like I said, he had a great career starting playing back in Bursa in 1998. He's also played for Erdemir. Also played in Ankara, but it was that final season with Bursaspor back in 2015-16. That's going to be a foul on the ground. Second team foul against Türkiye. Well, Lithuania will try another one. That's way too short. It may have taken a deflection. Türkiye lead by 11. Lithuania only 1 out of 11 from the three-point line. Altuntash, this is good passing. Probably should have made one extra pass. Lithuania forced a turnover. Just haven't had enough in transition to make themselves enough danger against this defense. Oh, it just won't go in. And that basketball right now is defying the laws of gravity. A little bit of luck just not going in the favor of Lithuania. That's going to be a foul on the ground. There will be Türkiye's third team foul. Just over 4 minutes played here, Eugenis. Well, Türkiye know the threat he possesses. That 46 points, that put him on the international map. More changes coming in. As Marius Bulanovis coming back in the game, so Jokubauskas, will head out. What can they build now from Buika? That's another foul, and that's going to be Türkiye's final team foul to give away. I think that's where Lithuania, Shatas, has that size, physicality. Try to get in the paint more often. Put Türkiye's front court defense under pressure. So Lithuania's got to take advantage of this. Get to the free throw line. Türkiye, no more fouls to give. It's a good penetration. And another one. Well, another three-point attempt goes up. They still want to go for downtown. Nothing in the paint at the moment for Lithuania. Kanonat. Nearly a double figures with 8 points. And again, it's good defense from Lithuania. Now with numbers. Can they push? And they slice it down to a 9-point deficit. And I think Türkiye with 5:18, even though they lead by 9. No cool timeout. Well, we're live here at the Stojice Arena in Ljubljana, Slovenia, the FIBA U20 EuroBasket of 2026. Round of 16, the winner of this game will head to the quarterfinals to take on our host, Slovenia. We'll be back for this timeout in under 1 minute. Well, just over halfway to go here in the second quarter. Türkiye still lead by 9. Oh, you saw the stats there on the highlight just during the timeout. Kaan Onat leading the way at the moment here for Türkiye. Akçay. Again, time is winding down here on the shot clock for Türkiye. Tough penetration, use the brute force, can't get it. Another offensive rebound. Now, I don't think it touched the, well, it did touch the rim. There's a kick out. That's a wide open look, but it just won't go. Now the team has found that consistency from the three-point line. Can Lithuania chip into the deficit? Little ISO mode coming from Dovydas Wika. Wika trying to go for a step through, a lot of contact, can't get it. Coming up with the offensive rebound. And there you have it again, second chance points. Lithuania, well, they'll battle. They'll continue to fight. Kaan Onat just being put under intense pressure. Looks like a double change coming in for Türkiye. As Yavuz Kara back into the lineup here for Türkiye. As well as Salah Altuntaş. Türkiye's got to build something from the backcourt. Lithuania's defense. They have 2 fouls to give. Tough contested three. The court is up, and they bury this one. Now, was the foul called against Türkiye? If so, was the three-pointer shot in time? I think that's going to be a foul now, Altuntaş, but I think the official's now discussing, was the three-pointer taken just before the foul was committed? Now, because they're in the penalty, this is going to automatically send Lithuania to the free throw line. Like I said, this next 4 minutes and 3 seconds, Lithuania's got to keep on getting to the charity stripe. They're 4 out of 7 this evening. And Dominykas Grunkas, who has missed one tonight on the and-one play. No problem this time. Just trying to get the line sorted out there to make sure there's no issues. Still a 9-point lead now to Türkiye. Now we're under 4 minutes. Just dealing with the pressure. You don't want to give away any fouls and just keep sending Lithuania to the charity stripe. But we're under 10 here on the shot clock. Cross-court pass. Good closeout defense from the Lithuanians. Got to shoot this one. Gets the shot off in time. The circus shot. Well, another foul I think is going to be called here. Well, they call this one on Lithuania. Türkiye will indeed get the possession back. So 3:35 left, Lithuania with 1 foul to give. Can Türkiye extend it to a 2-possession lead? Time nearly expiring here for Türkiye. Or not. They've got to go quickly. Kudlay's got to make something happen. There's a pump fake. Did he get it off in time? I don't think he did. I think it's going to be a 24-second violation. So Lithuania getting ready for another sub as Majus Bulanovis will go to the bench. Nice little pass in the paint, but Türkiye's collapsed defense, forcing another turnover. No jump ball given. Türkiye scrambling here, but playing some very good basketball. The way it's not that they haven't played good basketball, they just haven't got into rhythm yet. Nice take here. That's going to be another foul. Can they get something from Jokubas Rudaitis? Altuntas just trying to have a little hydration break on the side. Because both teams desperately want to get to the quarterfinals, desperately want to face Slovenia in hope of trying to lift the championship of the FIBA U20 EuroBasket here in Stožice, Slovenia. Both teams have had their inconsistencies from the charity stripe here in the first quarter play. Türkiye now below 50% from the free throw line. Not exactly the percentage they want coming into this game. And the second one missed. Bit of a break there for Lithuania. Eugenis now caught a double team. This Turkish lineup 1 through 5 switching. Altuntas has got to come out to the perimeter to defend Grukis. No foul given. Türkiye have numbers. Oh, they waste it, but again, you've got to credit the transition defense. Giving us Shatsas, making that effort to get back on defense. Just getting some words of coaching there from head coach Darius Shunk. Mental and physical fatigue, you think, is settling in at this moment. An unforced turnover now converted, as Türkiye do have an 11-point lead. Darius Shangalia wants to talk it over. You can see the infuriating words he's having with Gabrielis Jokubauskas. Well, we'll return from this timeout in just under 1 minute, live here at the Stožice Arena in Ljubljana, Slovenia. Now we're into 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It's Lithuania. I'm sure that was a frustrating timeout called by Darius Shangalia. Already so far in this game, 6 turnovers. So far what we've seen here in the first half, it's been Lithuania with the better conversion rate from turnovers into fast break points. Little ghost screen action. Another 3. And I don't know what this team has to do. That's a good look. It's a high percentage attempt. But the threes just won't drop. 1 out of 14 from the three-point line for Lithuania. Türkiye lead by 11. And they turn it back over. Now it's a 4-on-3 here. Eugenis kicks out. That's a 15th attempt. And finally get one. Tuva needed that one with 1:14 as they cut it back down to 8. A timeout is going to be called by Türkiye. It's Dominykas Grunkas with the 3. The assist from Mantas Eugenis. To all our fans from Türkiye, let us know in the live YouTube comment bank which team you're supporting. Are you Davai Lietuva? Or are you Heidi Türkiye? Last three-pointer made by Dominykas Grunkas, only the second one of the night here for Lithuania. You want to find, oh man, I could lie. There's the penetration down the middle. A lot of contact, but unable to get the ab one. There will be a trip to the free throw line. Vakan Onat. The only player currently in double figures. He has 13 points. Game's leading scorer so far this evening. Okudlai is going to go to the bench. Came off the bench so far this evening is Tonga's Juskin just coming back in the lineup. Not currently playing for the Skyhawks in the USA. And I think one area of concern that probably needs to be addressed a little bit more here from Türkiye tonight. 3 out of 8 from the free throw line. Well, they still lead by 8. 59.9 left here in the second quarter. Wow. Incredible. Shots now for Lithuania to try and build some momentum. We'll pop out to the perimeter. Contemplating going for another 3. This one's up again. And after missing so many, they've now hit back-to-back three-pointers. Lithuania very much back in this one. Like I said, neutral fans, you want to see this game go right down to the wire. And that will be a 2-for-1 for Lithuania if they can get a stop on the defensive end. 5 seconds remaining. Well, bit of Turkish delight magic. Harika basket. Again, are you kidding me? What did we just witness? 7-point lead. Final seconds. That's going to be a kickball violation, so Daria Shangali is going to call timeout. His team will get it on the sideline with 3.1. Live here in Ljubljana, Slovenia, the FIBA U20 EuroBasket of 2026. We will be back in just under 1 minute from this timeout. Well, that timeout was called by head coach Daria Shangalia. 3.1 remaining to try and get one final attempt here from the field. Down by 7. Round of 16 here at the FIBA U20 EuroBasket. Well, there it is. They get it off in time. 3 is up. Oh, foul's been given. So it will be a trip to the free throw line here for Lithuania to end the first half. It's exactly what they wanted from Gabrielis Jokubuskas. Chance now to cut it down to a 2-possession ball game as he makes the first one. That now makes Lithuania 6 out of 10 for the free throw line this evening. Ball gets the offensive rebound. Counted! Atsi Prasho. What a way to win the first half. Incredible. Achu indeed. Oh, Bankevichus. You can bank on that one. Coming up with the offensive rebound. And the final bucket. It does make it now a 1-possession ball game indeed. Well, we are live here in Ljubljana, Slovenia. What a game indeed it's been between Lithuania and Türkiye. Well, there are your stats so far. Lithuania out-rebounding Türkiye 25-22. Türkiye with 1 more assist, but also 2 more turnovers for that matter. While still, Kaan Onat, the only player in double figures. Well, we're going to leave you with some of the highlights and best moments from the first half. We'll be back in just under 15 minutes. Well, hello and welcome back to the Stožice Arena here in the capital city of Slovenia of Ljubljana. It is the FIBA U20 EuroBasket 2026. And Türkiye, after leading by double figures, find that lead cut down to 3 points. We'd like to welcome everybody watching live on FIBA's official YouTube platform. If you are watching this game, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to FIBA on YouTube, and share the membership scheme with all your friends. Lithuania went on a very promising run towards the end of that second quarter. They found their way back in this one. Lithuania will want to pick up right where they left off at the end of the first half. Round of 16, the winner will play Slovenia tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Trying to go early inside the paints. This was Lithuania's poor three-point shooting that didn't really do them any favors in that first half. There's a bump fake. They can level things up. Three is up. That's a good look again. Another offensive board here for Lithuania, but Türkiye forced a turnover. You've got to find a bit of calm in their offense. Minimize the amount of turnovers that they committed in the first half. They go to Salih Altuntaş. Has to kick this one out. There's the bump. They have to put up another tough contested three. That's not going to count. Lithuania not giving away any offensive boards. Well, Mantas Eugenis looks a little bit heated at the moment. He's got to calm down. They don't want him to pick up any technical foul. They need him. Because if he gets cooking, well, that's going to be a problem for Türkiye. Now a jump ball's been given, and because Lithuania have first possession, it is indeed going to be baseline possession to Türkiye. Ege Akçay will inbound this one. Trying to find a handoff. Now the team scoring here in the first minute. Altuntaş in the paint. It's caught a double team. He's got to get rid of it. He's got to shoot it now. It goes out of bounds with 0.3 of a second remaining. Well, you've got to get it. You've got to throw it up. If anything, try to go for a tip, a lob. Well, they get it off in time. That's not going to count. And it won't go anyway. It's a 24-second violation. That's good defense from Lithuania. Because Türkiye have done a relatively good job of making it quite compact in the paints. Lithuania, on the other hand, I think their strength defensively definitely has come from the backcourt this evening. Türkiye 22 points in the paint, Lithuania only 16. But Türkiye only 2 second chance points. Nice penetration, another rejection. And Türkiye have numbers. It's a 3-on-2. Well, can they get the three? Oh, wasted shots in transition. Somebody's got to shoot it. That's 2 good looks from the perimeter. Altuntaş sending that high screen to Türkiye. The indecisive nature. Lithuania just struggling even to capitalize. I mean, offensively, neither team scoring here. Can Türkiye break this one? And there you have it, the first 2 points of the second half going to Türkiye. Somebody had to score at some point. Sometimes you can be a little too unselfish. I think Eugenis is just having a frustrated night. He feels like he's getting knocked around, but the foul has been called on Akçay. This game is far from over, that's for sure. Plenty of basketball to play. So they're going to have to step it up here defensively. It's a nice little penetration. Pass takes a deflection, but Lithuania able to gather themselves up. Well, Eugenis went for the bounce pass. They still have it. Unable to finish. Now it didn't touch the rim. It's going to be an out-of-bounds violation. Lithuania just frustrating themselves here in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds. That's going to be an offensive foul. Wow, Lithuania right now just luring Türkiye into their own defensive game plan. Well, they're only down by 2 possessions. Türkiye now applying on some full court pressure of their own. They have the propensity to pick up a lot of unnecessary fouls early on. Can they finally get the first points of the second half, excuse me. Well, it's going to be another turnover. It's a 4-on-3 now. Little hesitation move goes baseline. And again, harika basket from Türkiye. And a timeout is going to be called by Darius Shongalia. Türkiye extending back to a 7-point lead. I mean, this is like Michael Jordan versus the Knicks in the 1993 playoffs. The defense just got lost. Well, we'll be back from this timeout in under 1 minute. I think turnovers really have hurt both teams in this matchup. Right now, Lithuania, it's 8 turnovers too many. So you get a feeling that, we are going to continue to see both teams display this inability to take care of the basketball. I mean, Türkiye's had 11, so they're not much better. But going back to my original points, this is going to be a matchup where the team who meets Slovenia tomorrow is the team that's able to convert any turnover into fast break points. Not a big margin, though. Only 7 points. Eugenis. Help side defenders everywhere. Lithuania go for another 3. It's just not going to cut it. Türkiye not giving away too many offensive boards. Well, that's much better from Türkiye. And now extending that lead yet again. Almost 3.5 played. And it's going to be a foul on the ground, I believe. So sideline ball coming up. That's going to be the 3rd team foul on Türkiye. It's the propensity to just continue to pick up fouls. Kind of feel here for Lithuania after that big win against Poland. There's a little bit too much of the fatigue got to them. Eugenis in the corner, just not dropping tonight. And now Tuntash just unable to secure the rebound. So Lithuania just keep battling in, try to draw more fouls. Eugenis, another step back, another 3. And it's just not going. And I think a foul is going to be called on Türkiye. Yeah, that's going to be on Ege Akçay. So no more fouls for Türkiye to give, and they do it again within the first 4 minutes. So baseline possession coming up now here. Lithuania. Can they start to build some more identity in their offense? Little pick and pop coming here. It's a nice pull up on the baseline. Well, I don't know what else. That's a high percentage look. It's a good take. It's a good offense. It's just not clicking tonight. Akçay trying to ISO. He's going to have to take something soon. Time is winding down. Twisting, bumping, turning, and straight to the rack. What an ISO by Akçay. It's back to a double-digit lead now here for Türkiye. And why not? I've been saying this whole game. Lithuania should just go more in the paint. That's where I feel they've got an advantage, as Kavinas shots us. Puts it back down to single digits. It's going to go to the ground. I think that's going to be a foul on the ground against Lithuania. Almost halfway to go here in the third quarter. Another change coming in for the Lithuanians. Maybe the thing you could argue, even though I've said that Türkiye do put Lithuania quite early into the penalty, the other argument you could make is that maybe Lithuania's defense just isn't as aggressive tonight. Türkiye still lead by 9. Any bucket again will put them back up by double digits. It's going to go out of bounds with 3.6 remaining on the shot clock, so still time in for Türkiye to get something good from the field. Got to be clinical here. Lithuania's got to defend. They do have fouls to give. Tries to go baseline, slices the defense, unable to finish. Oh, foul's been given. You kind of felt he should have gone for the three-pointer. But in the end, a fantastic take by Cengiz Coşkun. But maybe not a bad foul, though, because as we've already seen from Türkiye, they've only made 3 free throws out of 9 attempts tonight. Wow, 30% from the free throw line. Incredible. Finally get a 4th one. It has been a monumental struggle from the charity stripe tonight for Türkiye. Still they lead. Not a big margin here for Lithuania. Nice dump down, goes in and finally finishes in the paint. And shots us right now. Well, that's only indeed his 2nd field goal tonight. He's got 4 points. There's a kick out. Another 3 in the corner. That's a good look, but teams have had their fair share of 3-point field goals this evening. Lithuania, can it be a 5-0 run? Still battling for those offensive boards and turning it over again. The foul is going to be committed. That's going to be the 3rd team foul against Türkiye. Well, Türkiye's only attempted 12 3-point field goals this evening. Credit to them, they're 33%. They have converted 4 of them. I think the disappointing thing is 22 3-pointers attempted tonight from Lithuania. They've only made 3. The argument right now from Türkiye's head coach, what we're seeing from head coach Serhan Kavut, is that he felt that that was excessive contact, excuse me. So Lithuania with 4:06, only one team foul to give here in the third quarter. Kind of getting a handoff. Türkiye want to extend this 8-point lead. There's a pump fake. Altuntash catching a tough one, goes in, gets rejected, and a big-time block. And now here comes Lietuva. Little Euro step, unable to finish. But a foul has been called. More substitutions coming into the game for both teams. Crucial free throws now here for Gantas Krishnauskas. He's 0 for 3 from the field tonight. Can finally get some points on the board. But more importantly, try to cut it down to a 6-point deficit. That's his first point this evening. Because what an experience it is for these Lithuanian players to play for one of the greatest players in their country's history. Second free throw good. Kind of feel like Türkiye. Low scoring game, trying to hang on to this lead. Lithuania trying to put on the full court pressure. That's going to be the fourth team foul. So that will be on Dominykas Grudkas. Türkiye patiently passing the ball around. Time is winding down, though. Good line, nice hesitation, hangs in the air, and gets that one to drop. Well, they just needed somebody to come up with a big play. Something to give them that inspiration. High screen coming. Still an 8-point ball game. Lucas now patiently waiting. There's that ghost screen action. One extra pass in the corner, deep three coming. And it's just not dropping tonight. I'll keep saying that. I think miss after miss, mentally, just wearing down these players. They're not good, they're not bad looks. They're getting those high percentage looks. Trying to find separation, step back, and oh my goodness, Igejelar. Good night. What a play by Chanyiz Choskut. Getting it back to 11 points. Lithuania trying to three of their own. That's not going to go. Well, that was something. That was a shot out of the magic trick bag. Another one goes flying. It's way off the mark. That's just not going to cut it. Lithuania just keep turning it over carelessly. Now Türkiye have numbers. Passes one back, and nobody's sprinting back in time for Lithuania. And a timeout is going to be called. 1:53 remaining here in the third quarter. And it's a 13-point advantage to Türkiye. The round of 16 here at the 2026 FIBA U20 EuroBasket. We will be back in just under 1 minute. Kaan Onat leading the way for Türkiye. Under 2 minutes left. We still have a whole quarter of basketball to play. Like I say, you can definitely feel the frustration from the Lithuanians' offense. Just hasn't been consistent so far here this evening. Keep putting on that full court pressure. This is going to be an 8-second violation, surely. Well, they just beat it, I guess. It's going to be yet again consecutive turnovers here for the Lithuanians. It's been one too many. It takes them now up to 11. Good lie. Chaska and Kaba, Serbest and Onat all on the floor for Türkiye. This kind of lineup, they can benefit through the 1 through 5 switching. Final seconds winding down. Kano Nats gets a handoff. That's going to be an offensive foul, surely. Yep, good call. Well, Kano Nats got to realize you can't use a technical foul. So this is going to be a free throw coming up for Lithuania. Oh no, maybe it's a warning probably. So no technical has been given. What can they build this last minute? Something to take of inspiration into that fourth and final quarter. I can see the confidence now being lost in the offense here. Türkiye just use this time to kind of grab their breath, just slow this one, getting it bound with 55.7 remaining. Lithuania, like Türkiye, no more fouls to give. They've got to ensure defense is very disciplined. And like I said, maybe fouling Türkiye, not the worst idea. They are 4 out of 11 from the free throw line. Potential 2 for 1 now for Türkiye. Final seconds dwindling down. Little step back, tough move by Kudlai. That's just not going to cut it. That's going to go back to Lithuania. Kudlai will go to the bench. We'll take a breather. So 29.6 remaining. A little bit of time between game and shot clock here. Lithuania want to get one final bucket going into that fourth quarter. Türkiye can get one final stop. They could have one final shot. Well, time winding down, they turn it over. Now Türkiye, not quite with the numbers. Still a bit of time here. We'll attack the bucket, goes in, and finishes. Haydi Türkiye. Incredible ending. Türkiye with a 15-point lead to try and hang on to in the fourth and final 10. Well, we'll take a look at some key stats. We'll look at the best highlights with Türkiye through this exhausting matchup here at the Stojice Arena in Ljubljana, Slovenia, excuse me. The team, apart from Türkiye, 60% from within inside the rainbow, really have made it count this evening. Well, here's some further stats. Lithuania out rebounding, but do have 4 less assists than Türkiye and 1 more turnover. Now we'll look at the highlights, and we'll be back in under 2 minutes. Here we go, fans. Final 10 minutes coming up. Who will go to the quarterfinals to take on Slovenia? Will it be Lithuania or will it be Türkiye? Türkiye hanging on for this 15-point lead that they have. Türkiye have only won one game since coming into this game, while Lithuania, on the other hand, have been outstanding so far in the group stages, having only lost one game. One game they lost was against Serbia. Well, it's going to be Lithuania with the first possession. And here we go. Got to get off to a good start. This little hesitation, but now picked up on the baseline. Lucas now having to give up. It's a good move, and it's another big-time block as Yavuz Kara. Step back three goes flying. Lithuania needed that one. They needed that one big time. 12 points of separation. Let's see what Türkiye were able to build here in the first few possessions. It took almost 3 minutes for both teams to have points on the board in the second half, in the third quarter. There's that penetration. Kicking out to the mid-range. Little fangirl movement, offensive rebound. But again, denied there. Well, play-by-play, Lithuania getting themselves back into this. So the question is, can they hang on? Türkiye, again, especially when you're hanging on to a lead, you don't want to do what you've done in every quarter so far, and that's put Lithuania into the penalty with more than halfway to go. They've got to exhibit the defensive discipline in this matchup. Still Lithuania. Can they cut it down to 10? Maybe 9 with a three-pointer. There's one. That's going to be the second team foul. So Lithuania do have it back on the sideline. Well, some more changes coming in for the Lithuanians. Türkiye just trying to hang on. Trying to find ways to break down the defense. That three's just not going to go, but again, Lithuania coming up with offensive rebounds. Something they've done a magnificent job in this game. Now goes baseline. But again, the kick out. Good drop defense. Türkiye, you just want to keep putting more points on the board. Make the comeback even tougher here for Lithuania. He will go for another three. That's not going to cut it. The foul is going to be committed in transition. One more subs coming in for Türkiye. Yaiz Aksu's had a very good game tonight, and that's an understatement. 7 points, only 3 for 6 from the field, but some crucial buckets that definitely shifted the momentum in favor of Türkiye. Gudkis, little crossover. That's gonna be a blocking foul. It's already Türkiye. Seems like an invitation for Lithuania just to get to the free throw line. So we haven't even played 2 minutes, and already any more fouls that'll put Lithuania straight at the free throw line. I think that's become a reoccurring theme so far this evening here for. Nice behind the back. Rudaitis in the paint. Has to put up the tough jump hook, but that's very good defense. Well, Saleh Adluntash, excuse me. Little isolation coming now here from Kan Onat. Onat in and around the defense shift. Oh, he missed it. And that's another foul. And this is the problem, putting them into the penalty early. It's going to be a straight trip to the free throw line for Lithuania. And what should have been a 14-point lead now could be cut down to 10 if Lithuania can convert the free throws. Tuntash. Fortunately for him, that is going to be his 4th personal foul, and he nearly has a double-double of 8 points and 7 boards. The lethargy in the tone of this game. The last game of the evening here at the Stojice Arena in Ljubljana, Slovenia. Slovenia watching on, surely, trying to find out who their opponents will be. There's Jokubas Rudaitis. That's his first point tonight. He's 0 for 5 from the field. Well, Lithuania, 10 out of 15 from the free throw line. Those fans, like always, never losing hope indeed. Second one, no good. Türkiye come up with it. And that's going to be a foul against Lithuania, their first team foul here in the 4th quarter. Still an 11-point lead to Türkiye. Still trying to hang on. Almost 3 minutes played in the 4th quarter. That's to kick this. That's going to be an offensive foul. And I think that's the right call because clearly a hook. That's going to be a sub coming in as Jokubas Rudaitis going to the bench. Still a lot of basketball to play. But can Lithuania just discover some form of inspiration to build something? Well, it's a nice penetration. It's another foul. And again, it's another trip to the charity stripe. But Lithuania's got to knock these down. They've missed 6 free throws this evening. Think about it. Convert all the missed free throws, and it's a 2-possession ball game. But that doesn't come anywhere near to how many missed free throws we've seen from Türkiye. They've missed 7 free throws. Well, the struggles still continue. Just got to knock him down. You want to get to the quarterfinals. Give yourself a chance to get to the semis. And who knows, maybe dream a little bit. Lucas makes the first one. Can he cut it down to single digits? Makes them both. Well, Türkiye has got to find a way to break down the full court pressure. For them, it's Operation Hang On. Look at the free throw count tonight. Both teams have missed as many free throws together. That's going to be a reach-in foul. He knows his team is in it. Darius Shangalia, without a doubt. Türkiye just trying to build something they can, but time is nearly winding down again. Got to go for it. Has to put up a tough 3. And almost got that one to drop, but it won't go. Hope still alive here for Lithuania. Well, this three could change everything, but it just won't go again. Well, something's been called here. Not quite sure what it is. So Bancevic, was he fouled in the process of taking a three-pointer? Oh no, it's a technical foul, I think. I think this is a bench technical or coach technical against Türkiye. This is the last thing you want. So technical foul free throw is going to be taken by Lithuania. Well, this could cut it down to an 8-point deficit. And they do just that. Sideline possessions coming up to Türkiye because a jump ball had been called there, so the possession arrow does go in favor. Now Darius Shangali is protesting this. This decision looks like it's going to remain the way it is. Almost 4 minutes played here in the fourth and final quarter. And now Lithuania with only one foul to give. Foul is called away from the ball. So that will be a baseline possession to Türkiye. Well, big moments now for both teams. You really feel the fatigue settling in. It's got to be that one moment for Lithuania. Türkiye can just continue to find ways to put the ball in the bucket. The offensive half court is becoming a struggle here at the moment. There's a penetration. Twisting, turning, got to go up with it. Altutash goes in, and they needed that one big time, because now he does go into double figures. And that was crucial. A crucial moment for Türkiye, putting them back up by double figures. There's the penetration. Unable to respond to tip in, no good. And it's another foul. So again, it's another trip to the free throw line. 7 missed free throws tonight for Lithuania. It could be a 3-point ball game. Lithuania's got to convert their free throws. That is the most important thing at this stage. Oh, it's another one. An 8th missed free throw. They've now missed more free throws than Türkiye. If they're unable to win this game, that is going to be something for sure that these young players will look back and that will haunt them. Second one good, though. Back to 9. Remember, Lithuania, you've got that one foul to give. You want to save that. And there's the free throw count indeed. Nice penetration, goes in and finishes inside the paint. And extending it back to an 11-point lead to Türkiye. Still this time, though. Lithuania's got to pick themselves up. That's a nice penetration, but the foul is going to be called on the ground. I think Lithuania would be much happier had the play continued. That's the final foul for Salah Altutash. She's out of here. Altuta's night is over. Can Türkiye hang on? Can Lithuania make the free throws? No problem on the first one. It's really got to count here for Lithuania. All the practice, all the hours. Dovydas Buika now at the charity stripe. Second one good. Hope still remains for those Lithuanian fans. Türkiye don't need to, rush anything offensively. They got to keep playing. Just take their time. There's a deep three. Well, this is big for Lithuania. They can get numbers ahead, but they don't take advantage. Little ghost screen action. Anything to try and cut it down. Maybe the 7 or the 6. There's that penetration. Hangs in the air, can't get it. And defensively, Türkiye take care of the rebounds. And that's it for Lithuania. No more fouls to give. Well, 4:29 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Gotta think Türkiye just want to get it over the halfway line. But if I'm Lithuania right now, I'm probably wanting to send Türkiye to the free throw line, because they have just been as inconsistent from the charity stripe as they have been. The officials just discussing something now. I'm not quite sure what this is about here. Well, both coaches, both teams are waiting what the decision is going to be. And it looks like we're ready to get play back underway. So under 4.5 left here in the fourth and final quarter. You've just got to beat the pressure now. They got to get the ball over the halfway line. And they take care of that. It's the first order of business. Looking for a dribble handoff sequence. High screen coming. 9-point lead currently. Twisting, turning, getting around the defense, and somehow, some way, finishing with an exquisite, beautiful finger roll. Lithuania, Eugenis. No foul given. They'll go for a 3 in the corner. This is up, and it just doesn't go. It has been the toughest night of three-point shooting. 4 out of 27 for Lithuania. Final seconds now for Türkiye. There's a kick out. Pump fake. Got to shoot this one. Step back. He's made one. Not going to get this one. Well, it's now or never for Lithuania. Eugenis. Another kick out. And he hasn't looked to become a big scoring threat like he did against Poland. Well, now he'll go for it. And I think he heard me. I think he heard my words. Well, that is a huge 3 that cuts it down to 8. We'll be back from this timeout in under 1 minute. Mantas. I call that the praying mantas. Well, Kanonat currently leading scorer tonight in this game. An outstanding performance from him, 21 points. 10 out of 16 from the field. But you just wonder, do Türkiye have enough to kind of hang on for these final few minutes? 3 minutes remaining. They lead by 8. Well, Türkiye will inbound this. Aksu just trying to take his time here, shave as much time off the clock as possible. The benefit for Türkiye would get a bucket near the end of the shot clock. Aksu penetrates, and again goes to that finger roll, and a big offensive rebound. Kanonat. That's huge. That is huge. Well, we'll hang in the air, go for this one, but that's not going to fall. Eugenis with the rebound. Lithuania still very much in this. Eugenis gets his way to the bucket, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point ball game. Lithuania, not done by any means. Well, they need a few more. That's going to be a... Oh, no. They haven't called it. Goes out of control, can't finish. And a foul is going to be called. But like I said, Türkiye have not had the best day from the free throw line. They have 4 out of 11. And it's the first trip for Yikaba. Well, can he knock these down? That's the 5th made free throw tonight for Türkiye. Well, that could be a big difference now. Türkiye now just trying to give anything they can at the moment to stay in this one. That's a big moment indeed. 6-point ball game still with under 2 minutes. Well, time is now winding down here on the shot clock for Türkiye. There's a penetration, good defense. Got to shoot this one. Gets it off in time, doesn't get it. And that's a 24-second violation. Oh, this would change things. He makes this, and he doesn't get it. And that would have made it a 1-possession ball game, which could have been a huge turnaround indeed. Türkiye just survived, but still given time left. As long as Lithuania don't foul, they get a stop. Could get 2 final possessions. As the penetration goes in, gets rejected, big block. And now Eugenis gives this one up. Lithuania going. Now it's a 4-point ball game. And a timeout is going to be called. 2 possessions, 59.7 remaining. Well, we could be in for a wild ending indeed. Well, we'll return from this timeout in just under 1 minute. The FIBA U20 EuroBasket 2026 in Ljubljana, Slovenia. Türkiye have elected not to advance the ball. That is the key thing here. Well, if Türkiye get a bucket, it's going to set a bit of daylight between them and Lithuania, that's for sure. And they'll patiently take their time. There's the penetration, double pump fake, turnaround. Doesn't get it. Lithuania. If they go quickly, don't need to go for the three. Eugenis, why? They didn't need to go for it. There was still plenty of time left. The foul is going to be given, so this will send Türkiye to the charity stripe. They've got to continue to make their free throws, set that daylight. Well, these free throws, so imperative, so important for Türkiye. First one good. It doesn't matter if you struggle throughout the game at one stage. As long as you make it count when it matters, that is the key thing. Second one, no good. Lithuania, big rebound. Now you've got to think about going for that three. Eugenis penetrates. They gave the kick out a little too late. The three is up. Is it a three? Well, is it a three or a two? He had his foot in the line. 17.1 remaining. Well, we return for this timeout in under 1 minute. Well, that is a huge, big-time dunk. Well, this is teşekkürler. Thank you very much. And that is Slovenia. We will see you in the quarterfinals. Well, that might just do it. And what a way to cement your position in the quarterfinals indeed. 5-point lead. Can't make it a 6-point ball game. Offensive rebound here for Türkiye. The foul is going to be committed. These final free throws should indeed do it. Well, regardless of what happens here, near impossible unless some form of a miracle happens. Well, a final timeout is going to be called here for Lithuania. Can they finally muster something? Final minutes remaining, or final seconds, I should say. Whatever they can try to muster here, this is where it's got to count here for Lithuania. Indeed, they just got to get that final touch. Something, if anything, to try and just get the ball inside the... Get a quick three-pointer. Then you've got to try to come up with a steal if you can. Like I say, moments of frustration from Lithuania in this game have indeed come from not only the three-point line, but specifically the free throw line. Down by 6 as we speak. Lithuania, they've missed 8 free throws, 16 out of 24 from the charity stripe. You got to go for the three now. You haven't got a lot of time. Eugenis pump fake, step through, doesn't get it. And that will be a jump ball. Well, things getting quite heated. And that is a tough one indeed. I think that's a moment of frustration for sure. The officials just want to get this game, I think, wrapped up here. They don't want anything to escalate even further. You can see head coach of Türkiye just, that time telling his players, Coach Serhan Kavut, don't get into it now, just leave it. Game is done and dusted. So it looks like, I think, a double technical is going to be called, which will, double unsportsmanlike, which I think should cancel each other out. So we got some foul outs already. It's an unfortunate way for this game to end. Like I said, I think both teams just wanted to get over and done with. Türkiye, they already have Salah Al-Tuntash foul out of the game. Lithuania will inbound it, 5.2 remaining. Well, here we go. No time to waste. Got to shoot this one. 3 is up, and it's just not going to count. Offensive rebound, and there you have it. Türkiye on their way to the quarterfinals to meet Slovenia. Here in Slovenia at the 2026 FIBA U20 EuroBasket. My word, Türkiye, only their second win of this U20 EuroBasket, but it gets them to the quarterfinals. We're going to have some outstanding quarterfinal matchups tomorrow. France will take on Croatia. Indeed, in this arena, as we've seen already today, it will be Slovenia hosting Türkiye. Both teams only 5 three-point field goals. Incredible, incredible. You can definitely feel the fatigue in both teams, but it just wasn't meant to be for Lithuania tonight. Out rebounding Türkiye, but with 4 less assists and 15 turnovers each. Well, there you lead the scorers. Kaan Onat leading everybody today with 23. A big performance, to say the least. Well, fans, we thank you for joining us here at the Stojice Arena in Ljubljana, Slovenia. We will see you tomorrow for all the quarterfinal matchups, but we'll leave you with the highlights. A big win for Türkiye, and they will indeed head to the quarterfinals to take on Slovenia. But for now, it's good night, goodbye, God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow.